Can't see me. Boom. Hi. How are we all doing today? Hi. Fantastic. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? Yes, well, such is life, isn't it? But yes, we have returned. We are back. Hello. There we go. There we go. Oh, that hello, as you all know, the software that I use for facial recognition to make this cute little avatar that you all seem to very much like is what do I say? It's not very good. It's all right. Like it's genuinely all right, but it's it's got its little foibles, and we all have to deal with it. But yeah, so welcome back. Obviously, we had I had an April Fool's prank, which blew completely out of proportion. I forgot to April Fool's. That blew completely out of proportion, and now we are back in new form, right? So obviously we the prank was such that, or the gist of it was, for those of you who don't know, pretended to have started a production company and invited invited other talent to stream in my stead, which obviously it was just one of our administrators who did that. But so many people lost their shit that it's actually genuinely one of the funniest experiences I think we had in the community. And obviously, like, everyone's happy and we patched up and all of that. That's fantastic. But it really spoke to me about how important sort of our community was, right? So I as most of you will know, that because of our of the physical locations, we've essentially reworked how the streams work, right? Both as a company and as a club and as a community. So the old format had to go to be replaced by the new, and we'll talk about the structure of the new format later on, right? But anyway, let's first fine, hold on, we'll just take this, plop that in here. We'll need to put these in there. There we go. Okay. Actually, you know what? No, let's just do that. New structure. We'll have a comment on our Japan trip later. We'll move this because obviously we're going to be talking about this. Oh, excuse me. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be our new way of discussing things. Yeah, so the old format had to go simply because the old format was not how do we say, the old format was not sustainable in the long run for all sorts of background reasons. And so but here we are, right? So we are here, and this is how we will be doing this going forward, i.e. there will be, is that the music? Is that the correct music? It looks like it's the correct music. If it's not the correct music, tell me. Anyway, what am I saying? Something. I was saying, oh, right. The new format will be slightly different in that we'll have a lot more private streams, and the reason for that is simply because there has been more demand of having live conversation about issues, right? And so more demand for conversation on actual human impact issues with actual members of the community, actual members of human issues with members of the community. So by keeping a lot of these streams private, we are then able to actually talk about these issues, whereas before, if everything was public, right, then I would have to then run a separate stream or just not stream that particular day. And it got a little bit difficult to manage, because in the moment it's difficult to remember whether I'm talking on stream to the private community or in a open stream that goes to the wow, that is very quiet. Hold on. I'm gonna need to normalize these. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. I'll figure this out later. But essentially, the music that I have, the audio is not normalized, which means that it can sound quite the volume can be quite annoying. I'm gonna try this and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so yeah, in the old stream, it was a little bit more difficult to oh, okay, all right, settle down, background music. I really should have vetted these before. Anyway, nobody has time for that. Yeah, so in this new format, we will have essentially 2 public full broadcasts generally a week. One that is our old Quasi-Philosophy style stream, and one that is ostensibly going to be a bedtime story. Hopefully, I'm not going to actually read Badget this time, just because it was too amusing for me, and therefore probably not the right way to lull everybody to sleep. We'll figure that out. And so in the private streams, then I'll be able to have proper conversations with our viewers. They'll be able to bring up issues that they want to talk about. And we're going to continue on with this class system. Oh yeah, that's right. With the high school motif, with the viewers split into year 1, 2, 3, and class A, B, C, D. We're at E, right? Yeah, just because we have too many viewers. Again, as was before, the classes will be able to talk during certain days, blah blah blah, and that'll all be figured out for you in the background by our administrators. Cool, excellent, cool. The one thing that we're adding is that the community is able to essentially vote on parts of the video, because obviously these videos will not be on YouTube. They will instead be sort of within our own storage system, and you guys can and should, find them and watch them if you want. If you want to watch them and repeat, whatever. I don't judge. I won't, right? But if you find that you have things that you want to, so YouTube has this TikTok clone, which is YouTube Shorts, and the idea was that you are then able to create these up to a minute long, I believe it was. Can't remember. We'll check with YouTube later. But yeah, we'll be able to do that, and therefore, if you want to make me look like a fool, like. If you want to make me look like a fool, you are able to then vote on shorts that people have proposed, and I think we'll limit it to like 5 to 10, whatever. We'll have our administrators figure it out, and sponsor whether they actually get put on the public YouTube channel, right? So, right, I forgot to put that in. And voted on to be put on public YouTube. I can't spell YouTube. YouTube channel. I can't type these days. You guys know that. But yeah, so this is going to be the way that we're going to attempt this, and this is going to be the way that we're going to try to make sure that. So right now we are, we have quite a large community now, and this way I can actually interact with more of the community during the stream. And I appreciate that we have a sort of whole bunch of other stuff on the sides that we will be doing. Oh right, I should put that in. Other activity. How do I say this? Discussion-provoking non-fiction writing by Muses. Other activity. I can't spell. Other activity. There we go. No, that's right. I can't spell at all. What was that? No. Excuse. Actually, you know what? I did once get an offer for someone to do my typing for me, but I feel like that's a little anyway. Yeah, not important. Fiction writing. What was it? What was the other stuff? Arts, and I can't remember the rest. Let's just say arts. Okay. Visual arts. No performance arts. Nothing like that. No, you're safe. So we'll still have all of those things on the side, and obviously we'll have our regular debates that are in the debate channel. We'll have all of that continue, and I mean most of that has continued. What I wanted to say was, I like all of that, but I also like being able to interact with you lot properly one-to-one, right? And to me that's kind of why I do this, or not one-to-one, but like sort of being able to poke at specific members of the audience as they're being annoying, like that is the kind of interaction that I do also value, right? I genuinely I do, and I'll do it during a board meeting. You guys know very well that I'll do it during a board meeting, but to be able to do it sort of on air is I think more fun for me than I realized. And so that's what I want to do, and so that's why we're restructuring the streams in such a way that I am able to do so. Cool, good. Now, moving on. Compositions, background music. Yes. So as I have alluded to, background music. This background music is AI driven. I have modified it very, very little, and so with the rise of generative AI, we've not really touched on it that much, but that doesn't mean that we can't, right? And so I thought, with this new remodeling of our community, what better way to do do some generative AI work than for us to do it together. Obviously, those of you who know will know that I have other ventures within this, but that's sort of completely unrelated. And like the music is interesting. I hope it fades into the background. I will listen to this particular stream afterwards, just to make sure that it isn't too distracting. I have no idea if it is or not. If it is, well, whatever. We'll figure it out. But the idea is, like we can make these interesting musical pieces without me clicking on each individual note in a MIDI editor, right? That doesn't mean that we can't. It just means that, well, strictly it means that I read. Hold on. 1550. It doesn't mean that we can't make our own music. It just means that oh my god, I almost used the old name. That what is my new name? Kinsho, right? Kinsho ran out of time before the start of this first stream. Yes. Also, I will note, right? Let's go up here. Where is it? The new name was voted on by the community, or was suggested and voted on by the community. I do not appreciate this imposition of... never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna make fun of you lot in this. But my name Kinsho Sakuin, which technically is stands for Kinsho Sakuin. Do I have Japanese? I do. Okay. Which is Kinsho. Oh my god, Microsoft. What? Oh my god. Kinsho. Oh my god, Microsoft Sakuin. There we go. It reads like that, and also this is a bad font. Don't worry about it. The actual font, you guys will know that I wrote something myself. This technically is not the right way to say it. This is technically not it. But if I used it as oh my god, okay. If I use the actual Japanese for that's not the right button. If I use the actual Japanese for this, which is Kinsho mokloku, this would interfere with copyright and trademarks, because this and I'm not even making this up. I wish I were making this up, but I am not. This via Google Translate. Google Translate translates this to index. And the reason is there is a anime by the name of a certain magical index, I think. Yes. And the main character's name is technically the Chinese characters for the main character's name is this, Kinsho Mokuluk. But because obviously they are fantastically creative, it is actually read as index. So when they call her in the anime, they call her index, even though technically this is her name. And so therefore, where did my face go? Oh, there we go. Therefore, we could not use this, or no, it's not that we couldn't use this, because obviously we're not gonna get sued. But it just didn't make sense for me to use this, because there is already a cultural imposition on what this on what this name is. And so we had and for this I do blame the community, which is you guys will remember I asked very clearly. I almost begged for, oh, my face is not recognized again. There we go. I almost begged for us to be allowed to use a different name, but the community was adamant that I keep to this name, and so therefore we had to come up with this. Anyway, yes. What was I saying? Right, music. Yeah, so we're going to continue to do this music. We might do some of it live. We might do some of it, like as a side project. But anyway, that's all good. And we are very quickly running out of time. So I will move on to. I did want to talk about the Japan trip, but I don't remember what I wanted to talk about. Oh yes, commentary on those who went. You people are. You people are the worst. You guys know that? Like I'm there with my terrible Japanese, right? And obviously we have our tour guide, but you lot could have simply spoken in English and people would have been fine with it, because most of you are not East Asian, and therefore that makes it really easy, and you'll be given the quasi respect that a foreigner is given. But by making Kinsho speak in terrible Japanese, you lot keep putting him in in a position to be laughed at, and I do not appreciate that. Oh, is this too loud? Let me turn that down just a little bit. Yeah, I think we were saturating that. Anyway, yeah, so I do not appreciate that, and I feel like that hurt. It hurt my heart. No, it didn't. It really didn't. It's fine. It's genuinely not an issue. But I did want to call out those of you who thought that you could hide behind me as opposed to, asking for your own goddamn napkins. Next time you will be compelled. I can't spell. Where's my face? There we go. Compelled to ask for your own damn napkin. Got it? Good. Anyway, so this is a basic introduction to our streams, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it going forward, and that's basically it. Yeah. Do we have any questions? Actually, you know what? We'll do the questions separately. Yes. Well, we'll do video games. Absolutely. And in fact, when did we schedule that first? Where's our administrator? Oh, there she is. When did we schedule the first auction? Because now I'm no longer I no longer have to run the auction, so it can be scheduled in all sorts of times. Okay. Oh, okay. So that means starting essentially tonight. No, not tonight. Tomorrow, we will, have various interesting, quote unquote interesting video games. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Well, whatever. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I will still say, please, I'm begging you, please download Firefox. The fact that people, oh my god. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. No. Just download Firefox. Okay. Bye.